Hey, what's up, Spike Nation? It's me, Knight. I've been wanting to make this video for a while because I feel it's important that we shoot you straight as a team, and I shoot you straight as a content creator that you watch. Uh, just kind of as to the state of things and uh, what the unit's going to look like moving forward. Because if you haven't noticed, we haven't been putting out a whole lot of content recently, and there's a couple of reasons for that I will cover in this video. And then I'm also going to talk a little bit more about what things are going to look like going forward, and what it would take for us to really come back full force like we want to do. So first things first, why we haven't been putting out a lot of content is simply scheduling. Uh, we've had a lot of things shift and change in our lives that just don't allow us to create the same way we used to. I wish there was a sexier reason for it, but that's really all there is. Uh, we all have lives, and sometimes that's gonna get in the way and take priority over games. And then secondly, um, just the state of the game right now. It just doesn't allow us to feel good about the content we like to create as Spike Unit. And I could get into all sorts of semantics about that, but in the realm of Ghost Recon, for example, um, between Wildlands and Breakpoint, it kind of feels like we've really hit the edge of what we can do in terms of our custom scenarios and the creative space we've been given to work with. Uh, and a lot of us, we just don't have the energy for that anymore. It's like you can only hit the same bases so many times and in a new and dynamic way. So it's just it puts us in a difficult position. But a lot of us just really aren't feeling it, and I don't want to create content when we're going into it with that mindset. And and all of us really feel that way. If we're not feeling good about what we want to create, that's going to come through in our performance. It's going to come through in various ways, and that's not fun for you guys, and it's certainly not fun for us. So you know, we always have standards within the unit. I think that's one thing that's pretty cool about Spike Unit is we've always had that. In terms of the content we create, we always want to make sure it's the most immersive and best experience possible for you guys if we're gonna create that content. Um, so that's just kind of where we're at right now. We're kind of in this weird limbo where we don't we don't really want to go back to Wildlands, but we don't really want to move forward with Breakpoint either because there's just too much. Um, it's just so exhausting to do so, and really in either way we try to go. So, what does that mean moving forward? Well, first of all, I want to say that this doesn't mean the end of Spike Unit. That's not what's going on. We're not disbanding or anything so dramatic like that. Um, but moving forward, one of two things is really gonna probably happen in order for us to really come back full force, at least in terms of the creative side of things. Because scheduling will always potentially be a challenge, but in terms of the creative side of things, one of two things would have to happen. We'd either have to have a game that comes out that really reignites that passion and that drive for us to really want to create content within that space. There's a couple things moving forward that may potentially be that for us. We've been, mulling around the idea of like 6 days in Fallujah, if that's as good and uh, if that's as good as they're promising it's going to be. That could potentially be a very good thing for the unit. Um, so if there's a game that comes out that helps us in that way to do what we like to do in terms of creating content and all that, that would bring us back. And then secondly, the other side of that is I'm looking at potentially building a PC. I'm hoping within the next year or so. Um, I'm not sure how that's going to go. But if I was able to do that, then that's going to put me in a position to play games like Arma and DCS and a lot of other good games that would allow us to create the custom scenarios and the things you guys are used to seeing on this channel, and really do that, in a sky's the limit kind of way, which would be pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, that would be the two things that would really bring us back, assuming our schedules lined up again. So I hope that all makes sense, and that you guys can respect that. Again, this isn't goodbye. It's not the end. It's just until next time. So thank you guys. Please, feel free to continue supporting the channel by viewing the hundreds of hours of archived footage we've got. And it's a pretty cool thing to see how we've changed and become better over time as a team. So, thank you guys again for everything, and supporting the channel. And, we'll see you next time.